And in this video, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you know what your gift is? What is the reason you were put on this earth? What were you created for? What's the thing that comes the easiest for you that you can accomplish with the least amount of effort? That's where your gift is. We're going to talk about that tonight. So guys, I'm glad you jumped on. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to everybody. Hopefully tomorrow you get to spend time with family. I know with all the restrictions going on COVID, but hopefully you get to spend time with family. Eat some great food, chill out. Maybe you like watching sports or whatever, or just having family time, whatever the case may be. But I just hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. And so let's dive right into this, shall we? I want to share some things with you guys tonight because I really believe until you realize what your gift is, you'll never be happy in life. Until you truly understand what your purpose is, you won't be happy. You don't know exactly what it is that you're supposed to do, and you may find yourself in a dead-end job, or you're just trying to get by, and you're not really flowing in your gift, and that's where true happiness comes from. So we're going to talk about that tonight. I want to ask you a question, though, or think about this statement for that matter. I would hate to die and never to do the things I was born to do. I don't know about you, but I don't want to get to the end of my journey of this life and look back and wish I'd have done something different or things different. I don't want to just be stuck in life and going through these ruts or these motions, for that matter, all throughout my life and not really knowing, what I was supposed to be doing or really happy about what I'm doing because I'm not doing the thing I was created to do. So remember this. There's a verse that says, your gift will make room for you. It will make room for you. People have asked me, what is your gift? Well, I have a desire, a great desire, and I feel it's my calling and my passion and my gift as well, to help people, encourage people, whether it's in mindset, it's in vision, it's in finding their purpose, whether it's in marketing or running a business online, all those different areas. I have a heart to help people to see them come out of situations, people that have been stuck. I mean, my journey, look, I've been divorced. And I've been through some struggles in my life and some tragedies and different things and dealing with struggles even now with all the things going on. And so, I'd love to say my life's perfect, but guys, it's not. And I'm just going to be very honest and transparent with you because the fact is that, nobody's life is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And so I wanted to do this live stream with you guys tonight to just encourage you in this. So when people ask me, what is your gift? I feel like what I'm doing for you right now is my gift because I'm the happiest when I'm doing this, reaching out, trying to help people and encourage them and helping them maybe mentally or emotionally or, financially or whatever the case may be in that. So remember this, I said this earlier, but the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort, that is your gift. Now take a moment and think about that. What do you love to do? What are you passionate about? I'm not talking about what people think you should do with your life. Or maybe your family or your parents growing up tried to do something through you and live their life through you. I'm not talking about that because that's not your gift. If you're happy doing that, great. But if you're not happy doing that, you've not found your gift yet. You've not found the reason you were created. You've not found the reason why you're on this earth and to serve your purpose. Stay with me, guys, because this is going to get really good. Now, the thing that you can do the easiest with the least amount of effort, that's your gift. So let me tell you something. Quit running away from your gift because that's where your happiness is. That's where your joy is. Remember, your gift will make room for you. So stop trying to be something you are not gifted with. Stop trying to do something you're not gifted to do because you're going to be frustrated. Now, don't get me wrong. There's setbacks in everything you go after, whether it's business or life in general or relationships or family or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, when you find your true gifting, you'll have setbacks, you'll have struggles, but the passion within you will burn greater than the resistance. And it'll help you to continue to persevere. So, listen, people are not looking for you. Don't mean to step on anybody's toes there, but let's be honest. People are not looking for you. They are looking for what you are carrying. And if you don't manifest what you are carrying, the world will ignore you. Why? Because the purpose you were put here is to blossom in your gift. There's an old saying, you bloom where you're planted. But if you're not operating in your gift, it don't matter where you are, you're not going to bloom. Right? Now listen to this. Just because you exist doesn't mean you are going to be successful. Just because I exist, it doesn't mean I'm going to be successful. There's a lot of decrees and different statements and things like that people make. And I think it's great. Motivation, that's great and all. But we all know motivation doesn't move mountains. It takes action. It takes work. It takes, You know, from a spiritual perspective, if you're spiritual, it takes a level of faith. That's how you discover what your gift is. You see, people, just because you exist doesn't mean you're going to be successful. Just because you're on the planet doesn't mean people are going to notice you. Let's be honest. Some of the greatest people in the world, whether you want to get into sports, you want to get into, whatever the case may be, okay? Whatever a person's good at. Let's just take, for example, Michael Jordan. Great guy, right? But he's not known for just who he is. He's known for what he does. Your gift will make room for you. Your gift will make a place for you. Now listen, you can live your entire life and not be noticed by humanity. Most humans live on earth and never manifest themselves. In other words, never manifest their gift. And the most important goal in your life should be self-manifestation. Now here's what that means. Bringing out what's inside you. I'm going to get into that more in a little bit. But bringing out what's inside you. What is your gift? That's how you do it. You uncover and you unpack, all the layers of hurt and disappointment and discouragement and maybe feelings of abandonment and rejection and all these things you felt in your life growing up, or maybe things you've been through. But as you pull away those layers and you get the counsel, or you let the time heal the wounds, or whatever the case may be there, but you start pulling that stuff back and you start being real with yourself. Guess what? You're going to uncover your gift. You're going to uncover your passion, and you're going to find that you can really have that happiness that's been yearning and burning inside you from the day you were born. You just didn't understand how to unpack it and how to get to it. Now, all of you who are listening, I have good news for you. You came to this earth because there was something the earth needed that is inside of you. Your gift. Right? Everything in creation was created with a gift. Everything. You are a package sent to earth to deliver your gift. You are obligated to use your gift. Now listen to this. You owe me what you are carrying. The gift inside of you, you owe me what you are carrying, because what you were purposed to do was to either help people or have a skill, whatever the case may be. But the gift inside of you was created to help me and so many others throughout creation or throughout the world. And you know what? I owe you what I'm carrying. That's what I'm trying to deliver in this video. I'm trying to deliver what my real passion is and what I know my gifting is, because as I'm encouraging you guys, I can't explain how it makes me feel. Because I know I'm helping somebody out there. It may be a great crowd, it may be a small crowd. But either way, I know I'm doing what I'm called to do. And even if it's a small crowd, I'm still fulfilling it. And remember, you can't despise small beginnings. Because everything and everybody started small, right? Now, whatever you were created to become, you possess it now. In other words, whatever you were born to do is not ahead of you. It's within you. Think on that a minute. Let me say it again. Whatever you were created to become, you possess it now. In other words, whatever you were born to do is not ahead of you. It's not in your future. Everybody looks to the future like, I can't wait to get to the future, and I can't wait to, get into this new season. I can't wait to find the perfect spouse, or have the perfect relationship, or have the perfect family, or, nothing wrong with dreams and passion and vision. That's awesome. You got to have that. But you can't expect what's coming in the future is going to bring you happiness when what real happiness is already inside of you. It's just got to be uncovered. It's just got to be unpacked. So what you were born to do is not ahead of you, it's within you. Your future is not ahead of you, it's on the inside of you. I like to say it like this. It's trapped on the inside of you. How's it trapped? Well, if we don't pursue it, if we don't try to find out what it is, if we don't try to uncover it, if we don't go on a search for that matter, or a safari to uncover, and you go into a jungle and you go on a safari hunt or whatever, you usually have a guy that's got like a big machete, and they're cutting away weeds and making a path for you to walk through. Look, the things in life, the weeds, the things we go through that tries to wrap around us and tries to, weigh us down in our identity and our image and, our past or our relationships or our family, our mind, whatever the case may be, all those things that try to just suck the life out of us or just blind us to what's really there for us, because that's what weeds do when they grow up, right? But when we uncover, when we unpack, when we allow ourselves to go through those places, wade through those places, maybe painful, maybe hurtful, maybe difficult to revisit some of those places, but when you revisit those places and you allow yourself to no longer ignore it, but just address it and get the mending you need there in those areas of your life, then you're continuing to unpack and reveal to yourself and understand what your gift is. So remember, your future's not ahead of you, it's on the inside of you. But as you continue to go after that, you're going to find it. When you were born, you came to this earth with your future inside of you. Now, a gift is an inherent capacity to fulfill a function that meets a need in creation. Listen to this. You're still stuck looking for a job. You know what's good about gifts? You don't have to look for them. They're inside you. Listen, guys, I just want to encourage you tonight. I've done different jobs in my life. I've even operated my own business, even before the one that I have now. But even the business I had before the one I'm working on now and I'm building, I enjoyed it, but it didn't really fulfill me. And I never understood that. Money was good, but it didn't fulfill me. See, money won't make you happy. Now, don't get me wrong, it'll make life easier, give you more time with your family, help you to be able to pay your bills where you got more money at the end of the month instead of more month than money. But when you understand your gift, when you unpack that, when you find what's inside of you. Now, I'm going to share some things with you guys tonight, and this is from a marketing perspective, so I'm just going to say that. But when you listen, just listen to what I have to say about this, okay? If you look at our culture, it's built on employment. Employment destroys our gift unless you created the business or you founded the business and others are working for you. Now, give me just a second here, guys. Lost my place. So unless you created the business, then you're employed by somebody. Listen to this statement. This is so true. 97% of the people in the world work for 3% of the people who didn't give up on their dreams. Think about that. That's powerful, is it not? What a statement. What a statement. Employment destroys your gift. It puts limits on you. It stops you from even thinking about your gift because you're focused on the 9 to 5. Now, don't get me wrong. You may be in a job and it is your gift and you love what you're doing, and that's amazing. So if that's you, I'm not really talking to you in this aspect. I'm talking to those that are like, I'm miserable. I'm stuck in life. I don't know what I want. I'm just trying to get by. I know the pandemic's going on. All these things are going on, and it's just a struggle right now. It's not even close to what normal used to be, with all these restrictions and shutdowns, shutdowns suspected and all these things coming. But here's the thing about it. It doesn't stop your gift inside of you. So listen to this. We have been damaged greatly by our educational system because they have been conditioning us to believe we are only here to find a job, pay some bills, and die. Now, have you ever thought about that? Does that sound good to you? Find a job, pay some bills, and die? It doesn't to me either. Listen to this. Here's another thing, too. I may step on some toes here, but I just want to tell you the truth because the truth will set you free. Matter of fact, everything your parents tell you has to do with the job, unless your parents are entrepreneurs. Now, listen to this. Most of us have been taught to find our future. So we've been conditioned just to get an education, to get a job, and then work in a place we hate for 45 years. and then give us a clock to go home with to sit in a rocking chair to watch the rest of our time fade away. Does that speak to anybody watching? Right? That's why they call it retirement. It means you're tired. You're retired, or you're double tired. Remember, a gift can never be learned. It can only be refined. Now, when you talk about a job, and you talk about going to college and getting an education, I know people, I have family, I know friends that have went to college, got a PhD or got a master's degree, and they're broke because they're trying to pay off all these big student loans. Or they can't find a job even sustainable, and they've taken a job less than what their degree has certified or qualified them to do through their schooling and the sacrifices they've made. So you can go to college and get a PhD and still be broke. Because education is not a gift. Listen to this. You can go to school, spend all kinds of money at universities, and never refine your gift because you took the wrong courses. How many people go to college, start out to take a degree, and they change their major, right? It's not what I want to do. That's fine. But if you're not careful, you just get stuck in this cycle. Do you guys know anybody that's a full-time student, been a student for years and years and years, don't plan on graduating, just taking a bunch of courses, racking up a bunch of debt? Sound good? I don't think so. Me neither. Most people went to college and studied the wrong thing because their decision to choose an area of study was motivated more by economic potential than personal development or personal fulfillment. Is the thing you're going after? Is the thing you're working towards? Is this fulfilling you personally? Or are you just looking at economic potential gain? Yeah, I'm talking about money, but I'm here to tell you right now, and I'm going to get into this a little bit later. When you operate in your gift, it may take a little time. Your audience may be a little small, but you can rest assured the day will come, maybe sooner than you think, that your gift will not only make a place for you, but it'll also fund you, finance you, and prosper you and those around you and those you love, where you can even help others. Because that's what I love to do. I don't want to just be able to help my family and take care of my family and myself. I want to help others. But if you don't operate in your gift, but see, it's not just financially. Because what I'm giving to you guys tonight, I'm giving you free value. I am giving you value of things to really think about. Because a person can offer the greatest business opportunity, the greatest work from home online, the greatest affiliate marketing, Amazon, whatever you want to talk about. But the biggest struggle I see is if a person's mindset is not right and they don't believe in themselves. It doesn't matter how good the material is, how good the course is, how good the training is. It doesn't matter. That person is stuck because they don't believe in themselves. And they don't believe in what's in front of them is a great potential and a great opportunity because they're stuck. So here's the thought. Now, there's a lot of depression going on right now with the pandemic and all that's going on, but think about this. Are you depressed because you're not fulfilling your gift? See, that's what happened to me. When I stepped away from the business I was in the previous season of my life, I started getting depressed. I was helping people, but it was not what I was called to do. It was a totally different field than what I'm doing now. So are you depressed because you're not fulfilling your gift? Listen to this. Even your career may not even be your gift. Hopefully, this message touches someone out there that's either watching live or going to watch this in the future, so you can understand it may be time to change your career into your calling. Remember, manifest yourself. Unpackage, unravel, pull the layers back on your life. Be real with yourself. Get real with yourself, because yourself is the hardest person to deal with. That'll be your hardest struggle, is dealing with yourself. Being real about yourself. But when you get real and you evaluate those things, you take inventory of your life, you realize what you need to cut out, you realize what you need to add in, you realize who you need to get out of your life because they're negative, You realize who you need to bring in because they could be a mentor to you, or they could encourage you in your personal life or in your relationships or your mindsets or just your own personal growth or maybe in business, whatever the case may be. When you start surrounding yourself and thinking about the things and focusing on the things and studying the things for your future and where you want to go, you're going to start progressing that direction because you're changing your atmosphere, you're changing your environment. Come on, guys. If anybody agrees out there, give me a 1 or give me a yes if it speaks to you tonight. Now listen to this. No matter what you've been through, no matter what you go through in your life, your gift is still inside of you. Think about these statements, because some people have been there and some people have experienced this. In despair, you lost your house, but you still got the gift. The bank took back the car, but you still got the gift. Your girlfriend or your boyfriend left you, but you still got your gift. See, your gift is the source of value to the created thing. Your gift is the source to your value. Your value comes from your gift. See, that's how it's determined how much value can be put on your gift and how much you prosper in it. I'm not just talking money. I'm talking value, adding value, valuable content, helping people add value to their lives. In time and in turn, those things will come into alignment for you as you continue to unravel that and find your gift. And your gift will provide for you. It won't just make room for you like a place for you. It'll bring provision. It'll bring prosperity for you. Now here's the thing. This is the way this works in business. You get paid for the value you bring to the earth. So don't pursue money or whatever gives you value as the source of your wealth, because sometimes people try to make money from their gift too early. I'm going to say it again. Don't pursue money because whatever gives you value is the source of your wealth. So, and some people try to make money from their gift too early. Here's my advice to you. Give it away free. Because when you give your gift away free, it gets exposed, or it gets revealed, or it gets uncovered. And what happens is you get exposed, or you get seen, or it gets uncovered, and things come into alignment when you're serving with your gift. So when you serve your gift, wealth will come. So we all know this to be true. You have to take chances in life. If you don't take chances in life, you will never have the life you want, right? Life is about risk. I'm sure everybody watching either live right now, and give me a yes if you agree, or or no if you don't, that's fine. But life is about risk. We take risks. We enter into marriage relationships, and it's a risk. Nobody gets married to get divorced, but it's a risk you take. You hope it never comes out. And if you've been through that, listen, there's life after that, because I can tell you right now, I can speak from that. I've been through that, but there's life after that. There's joy, there's happiness, there's strength in that. You can be restored. You can be mended in those areas. Business is a risk, right? Opening yourself up to somebody as a mentor, or when you make a friend, that's a risk. That they won't expose you, or they won't, just humiliate you or ridicule you, right? Life is full of risks. But if you play it safe, you won't have much of a life. Because it takes courage to pursue your dream. Now, it's going to cost you something, and most people are not willing to pay what it costs to go after their dream. So I would ask you tonight, are you willing to pay the price to go after your dream? Are you willing to invest in your life? Put the time in. Study what you need to study. Work on the mindsets. Work on the belief struggles. Get the negativity out of your life. Are you willing to invest the finances to even get the courses you need to pursue whatever you want to pursue? It may not be business, it may just be something with personal development or health or wellness or fitness. Are you willing to do that? Because my mentor has taught me, until somebody puts money in it, a lot of times they won't stick to it. They're not committed because they don't have no skin in the game. And it totally makes sense, right? Now here's the thing. When people go after their dream and it costs them something, it's going to hurt a little bit. It might even hurt a lot. And most people don't like being uncomfortable. And if you don't want to be uncomfortable, then don't try to pursue success. Because I can assure you along the way, you're going to fail if you're pursuing success. If anybody out there, if it speaks to anybody out there that's watched this, is going to watch the future, just comment if you agree with that, if you would. Because the path to success is full of failures. But you're only a failure if you don't get back up. And when you fail, you learn a way not to do something. And you can go a different avenue or try a different journey or a different path or a different method, for that matter. Well, now remember, success can be very uncomfortable. You have to learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Guys, the business I had before this was an entrepreneur business. And if I didn't get out there and find the work and make the connections I needed to make, I didn't get paid. The business I'm in now, same thing. You got to put the time in. You got to discipline yourself. You got to have accountability in your life. You got to have all those things. I'm not perfect. I'm working on that. I can be stubborn sometimes. Anybody else out there stubborn? But that's to me, that is a quality and a gift of an entrepreneur when you're stubborn. Because you won't take no for an answer. And you won't give up. And you're going to find a way to make it work. I mean, are you one of those kind of people, somebody tells you can't do something, and you roll up your sleeves and say, you watch me? That's me. But that push and that drive and that tenacity and that perseverance has taken me places in life I never dreamed I'd go. And it's taken me places that I never dreamed I'd go as I'm on that journey. So I've had my failures, I've had my struggles, but I've also had my successes. And I'm moving towards the greatest success of my life I've ever known. Because along this journey, I'm unraveling my gift. Now remember, you're going to fail at some point in your life. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. That's the best way to say it. You will suck at something. Not a very good motivational speech, is it? But is it not true? We all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses, right? We know what we're good at. We know what we're not good at. If you're not good at something, get a course on it. Google it. Read up on it. Learn about it. How to help yourself in those areas. So it's not a weakness for you, but you're strengthened in those areas. So you're going to suck at some things. You're going to fail at some things in your life. You're going to embarrass yourself. But guess what? You may suck at it, but as you're going through it, instead of licking your wounds, talking to myself here, guys, suck it up. Because there's better days ahead if you keep going forward and you keep pressing, moving. Embrace it. Embrace the pain. Embrace the failure. Learn from it. Because I can assure you, and I've told people this before, when I've had something happen, or a failure or struggle in my life or whatever, you know what it's easy to say? I guarantee you I'll never let that happen again. Because I've been there, done that, I've felt the pain of it, and I don't want to experience it again. Come on, if you agree out there with me, give me a yes or a one, or say, whatever. Comment, please. Now, but remember this. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Right? So, this is what I've learned. There are 10 points or 10, keys to success on how to release your purpose or your gift. Number one, you must first understand your destiny. You got to know what your purpose is. You got to know why you're here. You got to know what drives you. Remember, the thing you can do the easiest with the least amount of effort, that's your gift. That is your gift. Number two, you must have a vision of your gift. In other words, you may not know exactly what that path looks like, but you can start honing it out or start establishing like a blueprint on how you plan on getting to that place. I heard something recently from Tony Robbins, and he said this. He said, many people overestimate what they can do in a year. But also many people underestimate what they can do in 5 years or 10 years. Because see, the more you perfect your gift, the more you give value, the more you help others, the more it's going to come back to you, because there's a principle: you reap what you sow. And I'm experiencing that even in my business and in my life, and even just comments and different people that have, shared things with me, even through social media and private messages, things like that, based on videos I've done, just how encouraging it's been for them. So as you're finding your gift, number 2, you have to have a vision of your gift. Number 3, believe you have the ability to fulfill your gift. Remember, that's that mindset thing. Remember, people aren't going to notice you. They're going to notice you for what you have to give. That's where your value comes from. Number 4, you must live by the laws that protect that gift. It's called principles. In other words, once you know what your gift is, you got to protect it. In other words, you got to use wisdom on who you surround yourself with. You don't want negative people in your life. You don't want negative environments, negative circumstances in your life. I mean, there's negativity out there, and we all have to deal with it from time to time. But don't put yourself in a position where that thing pulls you down. Remember, I said surround yourself with people, whether mentors or just, family or whatever, that have your best interest at heart. And here's the other thing, too. Don't allow anybody to live their life through you. You got to be who you are. Maybe their life didn't turn out the way they wanted to, so and this happens a lot in family, and they're trying to live their life through you. Guys, that's almost like a bondage. That'll mess up your identity. Don't allow that to happen in your life. And if you're in that situation, I'm encouraging you guys to just, reconsider and just really take inventory of your life and what's going on, because you'll never be happy if you're in that situation. Number 5, you must have a plan laid out to go towards your gift. Like I said, get an idea. Start reading books on whatever you feel you're called to do. Start researching it. Start studying it out. Get a course on it. Invest in it with your time. Invest in it with your finances. If it really means that much to you, you're going to invest in it. And I can assure you the investment in the early stages will be minimal compared to what you will reap if you stay the course. Now, here's another thing, and I said this a moment ago, but you must have the right people around you, because there are some gift killers. In other words, there are people who want you to fail because they have failed. Anybody know what I'm talking about out there? Come on, guys, right? These people aren't going nowhere, and they want to suffocate you. And you have to be careful with the people you have in your life, because these people will suck the life out of you. They're like leeches. They'll get on you, they'll cling to you, they'll hang on you, and you don't even realize it, but they are literally sucking the blood, or like a leech sucks blood out. They are literally sucking the life out of you. Right? Here's another thing, too. You must fail forward, because you will fail. Let me say it again. You must fail forward, because you will fail. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to mess up, as I said earlier. You're going to suck at something, or maybe several things. But remember what I said. Don't lay there and lick your wounds. Get up, shake it off, suck it up. If it's an area you don't know about, study it, research it, find it, invest in it, find somebody that does whatever it is you want to do. Follow them, learn from them. The internet's amazing. All the technology is available, right? It's incredible. So remember, you must fail forward, because you're going to fail. But remember, failure is part of success, the path to success, if you keep getting back up. Number 8, persistence. In other words, handle the pressure to go after your gift, because there's going to be pressure there. There's going to be naysayers. There's going to be people say you can't do this. But remember, you don't want to be a part of those 97% of people who are working for the 3% that didn't give up on their dreams. You want to be a part of that 3%. That as your gift builds and this thing builds around you, if that's the direction you're supposed to go, if it's business related, whatever the case may be, that you have people building your dream, not you building their dream. Number 9, you must preserve to bring forth your gift. Or you got to preserve it. You got to protect it. You got to protect your identity. I said it earlier, but you got to keep the negativity out of your life. You got to not allow things from the past or people closest to you that don't believe in you to be dream killers, or, like I said earlier, like leeches that just suck the life out of you. And guys, here's the thing. I don't know what your spiritual background is, but I'm going to say this. You must pray over your gift every day to give you the wisdom to manifest it, right? Because we all need a little bit of faith in our life, right? Maybe even a mustard seed. But you must pray over your gift every day to give you the wisdom to manifest it. So here's my question to you. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with what you have? What are you going to do with your gift? And I'm not talking about how much you have, but what you have now. What are you going to do with what you have? Because, guys, here's the thing. I love this story. A few years back, I had somebody say to me, said, have you ever walked through a cemetery and heard music coming out of the graves? And I thought that was just crazy. Why would there be music coming out of graves? But this is what this individual meant that shared this with me. People that have died with music in them. People that have died with purpose and gifting and vision and callings in them that never blossomed, never got uncovered, never got revealed because maybe they made a bad decision and it cost them their life, or they were just in a bad situation. But the music that was in them never came forth. And if you want to talk about it from a music perspective, it's a fine-tuning, right? It's a fine-tuning. It's a tweaking. Whether it's a music gift for a sound, or it's a sports where you're trying to be the best you can be or work on a skill, or in business it's tweaking something or working on this area or that area. But the main thing is, because when I die, and I hope you feel the same way if you're still watching this video, when the day comes for you to die, there's no music left in you. There's no music left in me. Because I gave everything. I pursued. I failed forward. I used my gift for everything I was created to use it for, which is helping and encouraging people and seeing them come out of negative situations, places they're in and places they've been. Trying to speak life and help them come out of, they had a bad relationship or, bad situation growing up, or intimidated, bullied, whatever the case may be. Maybe they've lost a family member, lost a spouse, lost a child, whatever the case may be. Guys, I hope this is encouraging you because you have a gift inside you. If you're pursuing it and you're on this path, stay the course. Keep on going. I'm with you. We're right beside each other. Let's fail forward together, but let's see this thing through to the end. Reap the rewards of it, and not just the financial rewards of the gifting, making a place for us, but all the other people get helped as well. Adding value to people's lives, seeing them grow, seeing them come out of bad situations. Sounds amazing to me, right? That's the path I'm on. And if that's the path you're on, awesome, stay the course. But if you don't know what your gift is, I hope this live stream has helped you and encouraged you in that. And if you don't know, just stop and think about what you enjoy. Stop and think about what you enjoy doing. Maybe what you enjoy watching. It could be a skill with your hands. It could be a mechanical skill. It could be a business skill. It could be sales. It could be whatever. A music skill, an athletic skill. But whatever you enjoy doing, go after it with everything within you. So when the day comes that your life is over and my life is over, we can both look back and say, you know what? Ain't no music in me. I gave everything I had. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Please comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Give it a heart, if you would, please, and a like. And, everybody have a great Thanksgiving. I'd encourage you to go back and watch this and be quite honest, because there's so much content in this that will help you and encourage you. But find your gift, because when you find your gift, you'll find the real happiness you've been looking for. Guys, I appreciate it. Everybody have a great evening, and we will see you again soon.